Hi, I'm Jimmy. This is another episode of my Hitman Freelancer Let's Play. I am continuing on playing as the clown, continuing my reign of terror. I've made it to the first showdown, so I need to get a good look at all the suspects and try to identify my target. I'm traveling to Hokkaido, which is a bit of a tricky location to do a showdown in, but I've had some luck there in the past. So I'm going to try my luck again.
Safe journey, 47.
And I feel like showdowns are
Welcome to Hokkaido.
where the game gets really
we now
difficult.
know the leader's current location. However, as we don't know the exact description, this means you will have to do your own recon. To help you, we have the following information. They are attending a covert
There,
meeting.
got a nice
As for the
remote
little
explosive I can use.
we know that they have no hair. They are wearing glasses. They are wearing earrings. And wearing a hat. As for characteristics, we know the target enjoys reading. And they suffer from dehydration. That's all I have for you at present. You know
So
what to
there,
do.
Diana's given us the rundown of the target, their description, and their tells, what their meeting agenda is. So we just need to look. I think there are 6 suspects on the map, and I just need to figure out which one is my target. I decided to go and check out the supplier. The supplier is acting busy because there's another NPC in the area, and they don't want to be seen selling weapons to Agent 47. It's an interesting detail. It's kind of nice. It makes it more believable that these guys are selling you guns, but on the other hand, it's also kind of frustrating because sometimes it forces you to wait. And NPCs, even if NPCs walk in on you buying guns, they don't react to it. So aside from the way the guards or the way the suppliers act, the game doesn't acknowledge that what 47 is doing is pretty blatantly illegal. So here, it was actually a mistake. I should have hid the guard's body, because if a lookout or a suspect spots the body, it can trigger an evacuation. So, and it would have been easy. I just could have dumped him off the side of the ledge, and that would have hidden the body. So, don't know why I didn't do it. It doesn't end up costing me this time, but that was a mistake. I noticed that I... So here I'm trying to see if he has any earrings. So I recall this guy has like a very small... Yeah, he's a small hoop earring in his left ear. That's partly why the earring tell or description is so frustrating. It's often very hard to spot like that. Like that earring like almost matched the color of his ears and was like barely discernible. Oh, the other frustrating thing is the targets are all hanging out around the morgue, which is like one of the most secure areas on the map. Oh, there, I missed it, but see, that suspect is drinking, which is not one of my tells. So, well, I think it is. I know it is. It is. So I think that guy is my target. The guy who was drinking just there. So here I'm looking at this woman. She also seems to have no hair. She has earrings, a hat, and glasses. But yeah, I don't think I noticed the other guy was drinking. If I had noticed that, I probably could have identified my suspect earlier, which would have been helpful. But yeah, the morgue is a very secure location.
Hey, you better not be one of them drug fiends looking to sell your...
It's secure partly because even if you have the right disguise, like if you have a morgue doctor or a bodyguard disguise,
Stop being a weirdo.
most of the NPCs in this area are enforcers, so you can never really, there's never an area you're free to wander, sort of regardless of disguise. They're always going to be... So there, I see that she is reading, which is one of my tells. Yeah, reading, bookworm, and dehydrated are the tells I'm looking for at this point. here. An NPC spotted me out of the corner of his eyes. He comes closer to investigate, but luckily he doesn't look in the room. He sort of opens the door, but then he looks outside the room, which is confusing. But luckily it means I don't get spotted, which is good. I was trying to see if I could lure him into the room, but of course the door shut right away, so that didn't work. I'm timing it so I can sneak through this room while the doctor has their backs to me. Both doctors have their backs to me. Yeah, following the suspect, just trying to see what other tell she has. Because I've already seen that she's a bookworm, so I'm just looking for what her other tell is. For some reason she comes in here to watch this guy take a shower. I'm not sure what that's about. But I guess that's the... when you have the suspects following random routes on an existing map, is you get weird behavior like that. There we see her reading. I'm just waiting to see if I can spot her during her second tell, so I can identify if she is the suspect or not. Or the target, I mean, or not. But yeah, these showdowns are just very challenging. Like, you kind of have to be in maximum stealth mode. Like, you can't run around guns blazing. Because if you do that, you will quickly trigger an evacuation, and if you get spotted, you will have assassins firing on you, and they can kill you in 2 shots. So it's just not worth it to do that. But that makes these much more challenging. Ah, and there I see she is a foodie, so that is not the tell I want. So based on that, we know that she is not the target.
It's not the chef's fault. What was the kitchen apprentice thinking, cutting out a fugu fish by itself?
Yep, marked her as not a suspect.
Jason Portman. Years of practice.
Please come to the hospital entrance. A doctor will escort you to your checkup. That was for Mr. Jason Portman. A doctor will escort you to your appointment. Please proceed to the hospital entrance.
I just have to take a chance and run over here real quick, and I decide to take a risk so I can get a better disguise. I'm gonna turn off the lights here to act as a distraction. That will lure one of the more duggers out here, and I can hide on the slab so he doesn't notice me. This is a convenient way to get a morgue doctor disguise, but this is another big risk because there isn't a place to hide his body. So, and we know the suspects are wandering around this area, so.
Conserve energy.
And there's definitely a significant chance that this body's going to get found. But I just really want to have a good disguise because I know I'm going to be exploring around this area. One of my prime suspect that I'm currently following hangs out in this area. Oh, and there I see he is a bookworm. So see, if I had noticed earlier that he was dehydrated, I would realize now that he matches 2 of my tells, and I would probably... That's enough information to identify that this guy's the target, I think. He's definitely... He matches all the visual cues, and he matches the 2 tells. Although he has 2 tattoos, which is interesting, but I've heard that the tattoos can be unreliable as an indicator of whether or not someone is a suspect. So I'm pretty sure that guy is the target, though. So, but yeah, like I said, if I had picked up on the fact that he was drinking earlier, I could have taken him out, and I could be on my way to exiting this mission.
Oh, that goes without saying.
I was going over here, but I missed the meeting, so I didn't get to see what the meeting agenda was. And here I see another NPC, another bald with hat and glasses, and I'm trying to tell if he has an earring.
Such is the nature of my
And there's another enforcer wandering around. That's a lookout. So I'm trying to steer clear of him. But yeah, the lookouts are very, very annoying. It's very easy to run into a lookout when you're not expecting it, because they're not.
This really is the life, isn't it?
Like, they're not in the normal map, obviously. So they're sort of a new challenge you have to dodge. I decided to tailgate him into the room. So yeah, no earring on that ear. And yep, no earring on either
Excuse me,
ear.
but it
so
really
he is
freaks
not
me
my
out when people
suspect.
stand too close to me. Hello, sir.
Oh, and I noticed, yeah, that guy in the room there. He's another NPC who's not normally in this level, and he's an assassin. You can tell because he's dressed like a civilian, but if you look at him in instinct mode, he has a thicker, more solid white outline. That's the one they use for guards. And that lets you know that the NPC is armed. So I think, oh, I'll knock him out and take his, neutralize him so I don't have to worry about him. But I get spotted by one of the suspects. Actually, not if it's a suspect or if it's just a random NPC, but I get spotted, and the lookout gets alerted, and now pretty soon we're going to notice that my target is back. Yeah.
Your target is trying to get
Target's trying to get away, so now I've got to try and chase down my target and try and take them out on the way out. And I was just pausing to see where the prime suspect is fleeing to, because by now I've figured out that he is probably the one I want. Yeah, and there he is. You can see him running ahead over there. And he is getting very close to the exit. I keep pausing to check the map just to see where he is and to try and figure out what's my best route to get there. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to catch up with him right by the exit, where he's going to be surrounded by assassins and armed guards, which is not a great situation.
Your target is getting away. You need to move, 47.
Yeah, that's definitely. She said your target is getting away right as he reached the exit. Let's pull out my pistol. Here, I wasted time opening the door. I should have just been shooting through the glass. And then I get caught in a fist fight, which is basically a death sentence.
You should get back to the syndicate.
And there, I get taken out. So that's how this campaign ends.
How unfortunate. It rather appears that you ran out of luck.
Oh yeah. Next episode we'll pick up with a different campaign. I'll probably start a little further into it. But yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
That was a bold attempt, 47. Unfortunately, the syndicate managed to go into hiding. Knowing you, I'm sure that you have new ideas in mind to make sure that they won't be so lucky next time.